Hey y'all, it is the Intoxicating Bartender here with my special guest, Knob Creek Single Barrel. All right, this is what I'm introducing you all to today. It is a bourbon whiskey, and me and my husband are celebrating our 2-year anniversary. Whoop, whoop. And so we decided to treat ourselves to something special this weekend. So this is a single barrel reserve. All right. And if you look, there's a nice little silver plate here. It says barrel number 4516. And it's a selected barrel specially for Binny's Beverage Depot. I know this is my special store that I love going to because they have such a wide variety of things to choose from and things to drink. So you have more to select from, and so I love that. As you see here, there is a special sticker. It tells you once again the barrel number, the sample ID. So this is a very special bottle. Okay, we actually paid $39.99 for this, which is a phenomenal deal for a single barrel, because we've paid anywhere from $50 up to $100 for something like that, and it can go even higher. But we try to treat ourselves every once in a while, and so this is our treat, and this is a phenomenal steal for a treat. So in case you don't understand, or to give you more facts, as you see, what you won't see on many bottles is this is 120 proof. 120 proof. You can get most alcohols for 90 proof. That is it, which means there's 45% alcohol in it, and it's 90 proof, and that's majority of the liquor that you can buy at any liquor store anywhere. Okay, and then everybody knows Old Granddad for having 100 proof, but not many people are drinking Old Granddad unless they have a cold and they're putting it in a hottie toddy with some tea and a little lemon to get rid of that cold when it first comes on, or even, you know, just to put you out and put you to sleep. It's especially great for getting rid of the fluid. Makes you sweat real good while you're sleeping, and it's phenomenal. Put you out of your misery. But this is something that is meant to enjoy. And it is 60% alcohol, 120 proof. I want you all to see that. Okay, and it is made like that on purpose. All right, so this is made in Claremont, Kentucky. And it is a bourbon whiskey. There are different types of whiskeys, but this one's a bourbon, which is normally the sweeter of whiskeys. So if you're switching from like a cognac, which I used to be a Hennessy lover, and now me and my husband love a new drink called Armagnac's, review coming soon. This is a great switch up, and it's much better quality for me. Okay, so once again, $39.99, made specifically for Binny's, and we decided that it would be a great treat for us. All right, so when it says single barrel, it means single barrel. Like this batch, this bottle was made in barrel number 45168. It is only one oak barrel that has this whiskey in it, and what that means is that each barrel will have its own distinct taste, its own unique taste, because each barrel is charred differently, and each barrel will preserve or present its own flavor. And this is especially made for Binny's. And it says that many distributors could call in or email them and ask to get their own barrels made, specifically, which is really great. And unfortunately, I didn't check the price of that. I probably have to have a liquor license for that, and I don't. So, but that just goes to show you how unique each of these bottles are. Okay, so Knob Creek is a well-known high shelf bourbon, and they have many different kinds. They have a straight bourbon whiskey, which is 100 proof. And for, like I said, since majority of whiskeys are 90 proof, that's still a phenomenal. That shows you why it's high top shelf is what they call it, a top shelf whiskey, because their basic is 100 proof, and it's sweeter than this single barrel, and and it's still a phenomenal deal. And it was on sale yesterday at Binny's for $25.99, which is a phenomenal deal for a good whiskey. Okay. You also have the rye whiskey. Now, a rye whiskey is a little spicier. It has a very distinguished taste. It's more of an acquired taste because it kind of tings at the back of your throat when you drink it. It makes my tongue a little numb, and some people like it like that. I don't know if they make it feel like it's more of a alcohol content, but actually it's 100 proof also. So once again, of a high alcohol content, because that means 50, 50% alcohol, which is still great, okay? Then they also have the smoked maple. So if you want that nice bourbon, but you want it sweeter, if you prefer like a crown apple or maybe a crown maple, it would go really good in like a coffee. It's sweet like a maple. It still has that burn, but it's much sweeter. Okay, and that one's only 90 proof, but it makes sense because it's the maple has more sugar, so it kind of dilutes the alcohol content, and that's okay because you're still gonna get a nice buzz. Okay. But finally, you have the small batch, which is 60%. Can you see that? 60% alcohol and 120 proof. Aged 9 years. So, today we're going to taste this. We've been drinking it over the weekend as whiskey sours, but we're going to taste them as straight shots. And I'm actually was able to convince my husband to come in and do a tasting for you with me. We have not done a straight shot of this yet, and we have decided that we're going to do it together for you live on the camera and give you our honest opinions. And it's going to be a very honest opinion of how we feel about the Knob Creek Single Barrel. So we've been drinking whiskey sours, and I'll give you the recipe for that later. Here's the sweet and sour mix that we made on the last live. And I'm actually going to have him make those for you later. But right now we're going to come in and we're going to do a live tasting of these straight up and let you know our opinion of how we feel about them. So, here we go. Okay, so welcome my wonderful husband of 2 years, Damien. So thankful that he is willing to do half a glass. Yes, this. So we have 2-ounce shot glasses. However, this is a taste test. And so we're only going to do about half of it so that we can actually taste it for you. Now, my husband is a very quiet soul, and I love him dearly. He is the yin to my yang. So he is going to write down how he feels about his review on the bourbon whiskey, the Knob Creek. And I am going to verbally, because I am the loud mouth of our relationship, verbally review for you all, okay? I am more of an experienced, more advanced, expert drinker, and he is more of a novice. So we have a very good contrast on the two. So right now I'm going to say happy anniversary to the love of my life. And I'm so glad that I found you. And salute. We're going to sip it first and then we can shot the rest. Ooh. Oh, and it smells so good. No flinching? Mm-mm. Oh. Yeah, it's nice. So he's going to write down what he feels. And I'm going to tell you what Knob Creek tells us, okay? So Knob Creek says that this is their, Knob Creek says that this is their deepest amber, and it has like a henna tint. So this is the deepest, darkest whiskey that they make. You can see it from back here, how dark it is. Bourbon, I want to be clear. Deepest bourbon that they make, okay? What they say is that you'll taste a lot of vanilla and caramel and nut flavor with a hint of smokiness. And when you smell it, you should smell also caramel and the caramel and vanilla. And it does smell sweet. What do you think?
Yeah.
It smells very sweet. So when you drink it, you know, sometimes you smell alcohol and you're like tequila makes me do like this, even though I enjoy it. Vodka, sometimes it smells like rubbing alcohol, but this actually smells very good. It smells like it's something that I would really enjoy, okay? So they say that also that the finish, like this, they say this is meant to be sipped on, which I could definitely understand because I don't need any ice. And I could just drink this straight. I could sip on it. If it was like a Saturday evening, I'd probably make me a big snifter, which I don't have a snifter to show you. Snifter glass full and just sip it. If you don't have a snifter, something like this will do also, or a rocks glass. Just pour you a little bit to about right there and just sip on it and you'd feel great. Once again, it's 120 proof. So we're going to go to Damien and see what he says about our Knob Creek. So he writes, happy anniversary. Oops if I spelled it wrong, but the Knob Creek is very smooth. Now, he gives it a thumbs up, not a thumbs down. Thank you, dear. For my husband to say that, especially because we've been drinking it mixed, and he normally likes me to mix our drinks, that's a very good whiskey. So was it worth the money?
Yep.
Okay. And we've spent a lot of money on whiskey.
Yep.
So, for that to be said, for him to give it a thumbs up, would you get it again?
Yeah.
That's a wonderful thing. Now, for me, I say that this is a very smooth. You feel the burn going down, but it's not like where, you know, remember when you first started drinking and you used to think that this was going to save you from that ting back there? No, you don't get that. It's like a warming sensation. It's like, I want to take another sip. It's not like you cringe in your face like, ugh, I got to shot that. Instead, you're like, I don't even want to shot it because it tastes so good. I just want to enjoy the taste. But we're going to finish it off. Would you like? We're going to take a shot for our anniversary and to many more years to come of love, joy, and happiness and peace.
Okay.
All right. We're going to shot that. Do you see his face? Do you see my face? None of those ugly faces. That is phenomenal. Well worth the money. And just a delight. So, I think Knob Creek Single Barrel definitely will have me back as a repeat buyer. Have us back as a repeat buyer. And, you know, I'm going to show you a couple of drinks that you can make, even though it's so sad that you are going to mix anything with it. It's okay to do that. It is. And so I'm going to actually have my husband show you all how to make a bourbon or a whiskey sour with this. And it's very easy. So, here we go.